Good evening, guys. What's up? My name is Chris Kane from Touchline Fracker, and we are now on FanPark Live covering the Bournemouth versus Manchester United game. We're going to be going over the first half and what we've seen so far. I'm inviting plenty of callers in because I don't want to spend the next 15 minutes just talking to myself like a madman, and I really want to get into some back and forth between not only some Manchester United fans, hopefully some Bournemouth fans, but football fans across the spectrum, and really bite our teeth and get our teeth into this game here. Make sure you call us on 0203 606 0315. I'll be going not only over my thoughts about the game, but also statistics that I'll be using on the OneFootball app that you can download on Android and Apple, on the Apple Store, sorry. And also you should download the UFF app, where you can get plenty of content and plenty of videos and all of the subscriptions and channels like Arsenal Fan TV, Footy Says, We Are Tottenham, Football Terrace, so on and so on. So 1-0 Manchester United, Chris Smalling goal. I mean, as a football fan in general, I guess as a United fan or a Bournemouth fan, there's not really much to play for at this stage of the season. Even with the score standing as it is, Bournemouth are 10 points clear of the relegation zone. Manchester United have obviously already conceded the title to Manchester City over the weekend with that dreadful loss to West Brom, and they're pretty much secured their automatic Champions League spot too. So at this point, it's kind of hard to gauge what they're playing for, in particular Manchester United. Having said that, Mourinho did actually come out during the weekend, I think it was either the weekend or the pre-match conference for this game, and said, listen, at this point, players are playing for their place, which I think isn't the worst stance to take. There's been a lot of conversations about players falling out with the manager. Anthony Martial's been touted as wanting to leave. Pogba's been in a mixed total speculation with PSG and that possibly a move over there. Raiola doing his best to, I don't know whether it be to shop him off somewhere or just to drive up his value, considering that Pogba's had a really poor 2018 campaign so far, with a hot start to the season. You've got Luke Shaw involved in the team. I mean, there's a bag of players, in my opinion, that are really trying to not only secure their place at the club, but also even in the first 11. Marcus Rashford hasn't really lived up to the hype that brought him into the United fold in the first place under Louis van Gaal, and regressing performance. I don't know if I want to go as far as to say that he regressing in his talent, because it's too early to say, and honestly speaking, without a consistent run into the team, we can't really tell whether it's Marcus Rashford, whether it's overhyping him in talent, or it's just the fact that he just had a really hot start to the season. So we're going to get into some of the callers now. We've got a Manchester United fan calling, so let's do this. Hi, you're talking to Chris on FanPark Live. Who am I speaking to? Hello? Either you got shy or something's happened. I'm going to go with you got shy because my engineer is A1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're talking, I can't hear you. Hold on. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Nah, no good. Alright, try calling back, mate. Yeah, who was I talking about? Yeah, sorry. Marcus Rashford. Oh, let's try that again. Hello, talking to Chris on FanPark Live. Oof. Don't know what's happening today. Keep on trying to call as we try to get that sorted. Yeah, I was talking about Marcus Rashford. Not only just him, other young players like Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's a big one. We've gone over a lot with him in terms of Mourinho's treatment of Luke Shaw, his fitness issues, his confidence, and where he's at. So it's good to see him starting Premier League games. They're winning, so there's no real reason to do anything drastic like he did versus West Brom. Okay, third time's a charm. Hello, you're talking to Chris on FanPark Live. Can you hear me? I'm definitely pressing answer. I can see the call on there, but nothing's happening. I can't hear him. Can you hear him on your side? Yeah? Trying to get this sorted out, don't worry. Yeah, like with Luke Shaw, hopefully getting another chance to make an impression on Mourinho. But it's really up in the air with a lot of these players. It's really difficult to tell where they stand with him. Because I think to a certain degree, Jose's got the right approach in terms of, listen, you've got to earn your place, and I don't mind vocalizing that on the media, or in the media, sorry. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that. It just depends on the tone more than anything. Hello, are you still there? Can you hear me? Talking to Chris on FanPark Live. I can definitely hear something, but
okay, just drop it.
Yeah. As I was saying, I think his approach in terms of the way he's been treating players has been kind of overstated in terms of how bad he's been treated to a certain degree. But there's something definitely wrong there. Let's hope this works, because it's getting a bit long. Hello, you speak to Chris on FanPark Live. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Hey, finally, there we go. What's your name, mate? Hi, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. I can definitely hear you, but you're not saying a word. It's getting a bit mad right now. Can you speak up? Can you speak up? Can you hear me? Can you speak up? Okay. I don't think our callers want to speak today. Yo, can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you on the screen, but on the
phone you can't hear me.
But I can't hear you over the phone.
You can't hear me over the phone. Stay on the line, my bro. Definitely stay on the line. I want to try to get that sorted out. I can't hear you at the moment, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, it's just interesting to see what's happening at the moment right now, Man United, and what it's going to take for them to obviously catch up to City. Yeah, can you hear me now? You can't hear me over the phone, can you? You're probably hearing me over the screen. Okay, cool. I keep on losing my train of thought, man. This is going to be complicated. Yeah, we'll try to see what United are trying to do.
I could hear you over the screen still.
Yeah? Yeah, something's happening, bro. Alright, we'll try to fix it, alright? If anything, give us a call back at the end of the show. Like, at the end of the match, sorry. And then we'll go from there, alright? Alright, cool. I'm going to take that as you saying yes. Yeah, we'll see what United are trying to do to catch up to City next season. Obviously, provided City continue what they've done this season going into the next campaign. But I do feel like there's a lot of players that are playing for their places. I mean, the back four can essentially replace itself. I mean, it's a bit crazy right now. The only player that's really, he's not playing at the moment, but I think has a guaranteed starting spot at this point is Eric Bailly. In midfield, he's got Matic, massive fan. Like, Jose's a massive fan of him. You've got Pogba, who his talent alone should command a starting place without thinking. He should be the first name on your team sheet alongside David De Gea. But even his performances have been like really, really up and down. And it's, for me, it's really, really kind of sad with Pogba, because I've always felt like he's had enough talent to be considered one of the best players, especially one of the best midfielders of his generation, in terms of his technical ability, in terms of his physical ability, in terms of even just mentally. Like, I think he's got leadership qualities, and he's demonstrated that for a while. Like, he's a big time player in that sense, even though he doesn't really perform in as many big matches as he should. But you know, that's for a variety of reasons. But you've got Pogba, you've got some of the most exciting forwards in Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial. You know, one of them looks like he wants to leave. Marcus Rashford hasn't really kicked on since he broke through in 2014. But you know, it's I think it's really difficult what's happening at the moment, and it's really difficult to gauge the direction that United are going. It's progress from last year, but going into next season, who knows? But what we're going to do now, we're going to go through some of the match statistics and what's going on. Bournemouth had a pretty good start, to be fair, but Man United, I think, especially once they got the goal, have completely dominated the game. Bournemouth playing 4-4-2 or 4-4-2 of sorts, with Josh King playing a little bit behind Callum Wilson, but up against United's midfield three. I feel like that's where dominating possession. I'm not even looked at the stats yet. That's just what my eye test has given me. And yeah, so 57% to Bournemouth 42%. Bournemouth aren't a bad team in possession, especially at home. They know how to keep the ball reasonably well. I think you're kind of seeing the effect of that at the moment. So we'll go into some more of their stats. I mean, duels won, pretty even. Aerial duels, pretty even. I mean, total shots, again, even. Shots, like, it's been a pretty even game per se, but I just think in terms of the chances created, Bournemouth have had a few opportunities on the break, but haven't made a lot of good decisions, in my opinion. I mean, there was that chance when Callum Wilson got played in by Jordan Ibe, and then Jones just about recovered in time. Josh King had it on the left towards the end of the first half as well. He tried to pick him out with a back post cross that didn't really do well. And I think in circumstances like that, it's just quality more than anything. But some more of the stats, I mean, Man United, more tackles. Like 89% of tackles won up against Bournemouth. 60% is actually pretty massive. What else have we got here? So yeah, total passes, more passes. Yeah, so nothing that really kind of stands out, really and truly, in terms of the stats. Again, guys, download the OneFootball app on the Apple iStore and on Android, and you're able to kind of go through that yourselves and look at some other stats. We'll see who's been picked as the best player so far. I don't think anyone's picked anyone just yet, because yeah, no one's done it just yet. But I'm sure by the end of the game there'll be some more choices, and then you're able to pick your own man of the match. I'll go through the comments on the I'll go through some of the YouTube comments, hopefully, and then we'll see what we've got on there. Guys, if you have got questions that you'd like to ask me over the phone, or you have comments that you'd like to make over the phone, instead drop them up onto our comments page on the live stream on the YouTube account. Okay, what have you got here? So, Lalu Pato asked me, do I think Liverpool will win the Champions League? That's a very good question. Very, very, very good question. It's an interesting one, because I've felt from the first point of the season, so literally in August, I looked at the way Klopp would have put Firmino together, obviously Salah and Mane, and I thought that could be potentially a very dangerous front line. And then they've gone on to be one of the best attacks in terms of goals anyway in the league, like top 3, whether it be away goals, domestically, so on and so on. They're actually very effective going forward. I don't want to underestimate Roma, but I just don't feel Roma have enough. Saying that though, coming back to beat Barcelona in the manner that they did, and obviously beating Chelsea during the group stages was very, very impressive. I would back him to get into the final, and in a one-off game, be it Bayern Munich and be it Real Madrid, even though I feel Madrid managed games really, really well in the Champions League, I feel there's something so unpredictable about this Liverpool team. They have a belief, and the way they approach games, they don't allow you to get comfortable. And that could be a problem for Real Madrid or Bayern, because it's not a game that they're used to, especially when there's quality like Salah, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Firmino, Mane. You know, Van Dijk has been awesome at the back since he signed for Liverpool. So, you know, I give him a pretty good chance. Would I call him favourites? No. As long as Real Madrid are in the tournament, as long as Ronaldo's fit, they'll always be favourites, especially at this stage of the season. But we'll see. Definitely keep on throwing some of your questions in. I'm going to be reading them, answer them if this phone doesn't work, but fingers crossed they will. And remember, we're supported by FanPark Live. Call us on the 0203 606 0315, and make sure you download the OneFootball app to get all of your latest statistics, whether it be this game or any other game, looking through the tables, all the news, so on and so on. And I'll catch you as soon as this game is done. Peace.